hordes of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt, happy to have you with us. And this is an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, and they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win. It's just the third Super Bowl match as those Giants shock the Patriots in their perfection. And that lesser-known Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey? Well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each rung of the playoffs, and it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
From the gun, it's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so now it's going to be third and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
That one complete to Diggs. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First down, New England.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. It's a design boot. They'll get it completed to Travion Henderson. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They go play action. Here's May. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Ernest Jones with the pick. And the Seahawks take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. So what happened there, partner? Looked like he found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm, and then also just unwise decision-making, forcing that pick.
So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former third overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. But I think this is one of those moments that you just go back in that backyard as a kid and you close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's another Seahawks first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st and 10. Darnold finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Running with Walker again. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
From the gun, Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Third and long for him here. Still on his feet. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs, the 3rd downs, and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Myers' kick is good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. New England taking the field, its 2nd series of the game coming up. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hopes that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's second down.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
This is Henderson on second down. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down, Seahawks with 6 defensive backs out there. To the air on 3rd and long. Gets everything he has under this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Now Darnold. Here's a screen now for Walker. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets the looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. It's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
13 yards on the play. That's another Seahawks first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it again. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Running back sent in motion left. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks stretch their early lead to 9. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks go up 10-zip here in the first.
Patriots nothing.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Fielded by Henderson. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The New England offense running out now. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in rhythm and play your game.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Going play action, May. Dump off to his fullback. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's May to the air. Setting up the screen with Henderson. He's going to get a few here. Brought down at the 33-yard line. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. The Seahawks with an early lead. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. May not have throw on 3rd. Teams getting out there and ready to resume play. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 5 on the play, and the Patriots will have a 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
May on 1st and 10. Has him on a quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's May. Throwing the out route complete. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a New England 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Here's May again. Fits him through the middle. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Throwing again, it's May. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. To the air yet again, May. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Here we go to Henderson on the dump off. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. May throwing for it. And he scores. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots start to fight back with their first points of this game. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots cut it to a field goal game.
Patriots 7.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Derink Young to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Darnold. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Forced out to his right. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. May off the play fake. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. And this linebacker today, well, he had the interception earlier, a sack right now. You've got to start figuring out a plan for him, or he will take over this game.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Operating from the gun, here's May. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So first down from the 41. It's Henderson on the give. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Gotta be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. May now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's May. One's complete, right side. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
A 5-yard gain.
5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Henderson here from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. May. Setting up the running back screen. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds him over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
To the line and set. Here we go. First down. From the red zone now. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing it again here. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots get some late points and the lead. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Patriots take a 4-point lead.
The score, Patriots 14, Seahawks 10.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Young on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks are going to take over late in the half. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Look at that power, deep left side. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Second and 10, Darnold. Hits his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Darnold. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. And again, it's Darnold. From left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that gives the Seahawks the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set to go now from the 35. 1st and 10, Darnold. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for 1 more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. Here comes the final play of our first half. He'll throw it. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our two teams here no doubt made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. Enough waiting, let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. Young on the return. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Seattle offense who's going to be out there first. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. First down now, ball at the 33. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold to throw. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That's good for us.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Has him on the quick hitter. He drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. With a quick pass out wide. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 4 there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First down from the 42. Walker now from the gun. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Darnold. There's a screen now for Walker. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Throwing here, Darnold. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with a sack.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Patriots running their offense out there. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Here's made in the air. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? They give now to Henderson. He pushed for it, but they held strong. Gets it up to the marker, but about a yard away, it looks like. 4th down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. And this will come from just inside his end zone. Across the 45. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. That one's cut along the left sideline. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Staying with Walker. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
The Patriots adding an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down. Man in motion here. Darnold with it on 3rd and short. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 3rd-quarter lead. So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Mike McDonald with his eyes glued to this field. His offense lining up for 2.
The Seahawks will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they beat the defense with the throw and get 2 following the touchdown.
Seahawks 21, Patriots 14.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Patriots offense all set to go. And they're a touchdown back, Broncos. They take over down 21-14. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing is May. Short pass brought in. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. May off the play fake. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Third and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
A pickup of 17. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. From the gun, it's May. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's Patriots football, and if they want a record 7th title, they need to get things back to level. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. We have an injured player here. Looks like it's a member of the Patriots in some discomfort. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Big gain downfield. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Well, sometimes there's nothing you can do but throw your hands up and stare at the ground, partner. He knew he was beat deep, and there was nothing he could do about it.
Yeah, and this is one of those just killers, right? These spot fouls, it's fuel for an offense, often leads to points with a big explosive play like this, and it could be a morale killer for his defense.
And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
A gain of 23 more yards. That's another Seahawks 1st down.
I love these misdirection runs. You use that defense's speed and aggressiveness against them. It is really, when you put this play in the playbook and you call it, you want to see that defense overreact, and then you cut them in half with the misdirection.
And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. An 8-yard pickup, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the 1st down run often leads to 2nd down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
Trying again, Walker. He runs it across, touchdown. The Seahawks go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14.
Seahawks 28, Patriots 14.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Fielded by Henderson. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And this could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Made a throw it. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. And gain 11 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Here's May on 1st and 10. And this one does not go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
May now. Running the screen for Stevenson. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
May now on 3rd down. That's Cox. It's the rookie from Washington State. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down. He connects downfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. What a play to beat this defense on 4th down. 23 yards and a first.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. So 20 yards on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless. That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Quick throw completed by May. Tried to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Now May on 3rd and long. He brings it in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Patriots losing by 14. Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down. May throwing for it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled. Well, they had one last gasp to try to make something happen here in the red zone, Brock. Just wasn't there. This defense too locked in, coming up with the interception.
Yeah, it's the work they do on those first 3 downs to get to this 4th down, like a pitcher does, to get to an 0-2 count. They know it's their advantage. And once that offense decides to go for it on 4th down, a good chance they're going to get that stop. And oh, by the way, a few style points and add it to the stat sheet with the INT.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. They're going to pass it here. Gets him on the quick hitter. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
1st down now, ball at the 33. They'll give up the gut to Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he gets the Seahawks 1st down, Brock, and that should finish off this win for him. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Walker off his own read. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And the defender's there to knock this away, and that effort means it's 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Myers' kick is good, and that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The New England offense running out now. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Your finds Stevenson out of the backfield. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Short pass brought in. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a New England first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
First down throw for May. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
May trying again here on 2nd. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And the final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. And then their first appearance in over a decade, Brock. I know we're both excited about this one. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champions for a 2nd time. And I think it's still sinking in at different points for each player, Brock. Look at these shots. These guys have reached the crowning achievement for anyone who steps foot onto the gridiron as kids. Champions now, every one of them.
And it is something, Kate, they can never, ever have taken from them. I think you and I have come across many Super Bowl champions in both this game and champs in other sports, right?
Yeah,
and you hear the same message. This is something that was so hard to achieve, and it's something that nobody, not time, will ever take from them. What a moment.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall. I'm Kate Scott. Wherever and however you've been watching, please get home safe tonight, everybody. Good night from Santa Clara.